Now here's Cabrini Bank. It's another show I came up with because that's what I do. I come up with shows that go nowhere. Cabrini Bank is this kid and a black kid we know. Don't worry about which one. Black kid we know have decided to fall out of society. Now the black kid used to be a welder. Now he's on welfare. That's the song. It's going to be by DMX in the theme song. They are now deciding that they're going to take as much advantage of the welfare system as possible.
Hello.
And it's called Cabrini Bank. It's them looking at Cabrini Green saying how much they can screw the system. But there's a nemesis. What would that be? An antagonist or protagonist?
We have an adversary.
We'll go with adversary. An adversary played by Helen Hunt. She's just going to be Helen Hunt. Fuck her. She's not important enough. Helen Hunt is trying to stop them from screwing the system. She's always butting in like, what's going on here, boys? And there's another quirk. The black kid, who's not here right now, we might get him on here someday. The black kid has this quirk where his hat's backwards, and he's black, right? But then all of a sudden his hat goes, he has multiple personality disorder. His hat goes forward, he's like, what the hell am I doing here? This is wrong. I'm exploiting the system. The fuck that. And it's like his hat goes back, and he goes black again. It's incredibly racist.
Base introduction?
Yes, but it's not the Seinfeld base introduction.
Excuse me.
It's the Milton Feldman. $110,000? Who do you think you kidnapped? Seriously. They don't love her that much. Come on, come down a little bit. How about $60,000 on installments, huh? The taxes will be much better on installments.
You've got the Stockholm Syndrome all handled. It's not like she wants to leave. She'll stay with you. I don't mind. We can call it a wash.
Feldman, you're the best we got. Bow, bow, down, down, down. What's the deal with when they send you their fingers? The fuck am I supposed to do with these, I say?
Okay, here's the thing. I think you have an IQ of room temperature. Now, I can't prove this objectively because you're not smart enough to sit through a test. However, I believe rock, paper, scissors can settle the matter.
All right.
So, rock, paper, scissors. If I win, not that it's winning, if I win, your IQ is below room temperature. If, however, you win, your IQ is precisely equal to room temperature.
Well, I'd love to do rock, paper, scissors, but unfortunately the game just isn't objective enough for me. I do have a similar game, though.
Okay.
It's called Heroin, Duck, Brick, Nunchucks. Here are the rules. Heroin's a draw. The duck bites you, but nothing happens. And the brick always wins. And you're not allowed to use nunchucks. So... Alright, here we go.
Or do we do 1, 2, duck?
It doesn't really matter because I'm going brick. And for some reason my brick smashes your brick. I don't know. They're very spontaneous rules.
It seems like an excellent way to settle a dispute. You know what we should do? We should pitch this to Netanyahu and see if we can settle this whole Middle East thing. Because, 2,000 years have been leading up to heroin, duck, brick, nunchuck?
But don't be using the nunchucks. That is unfair. But they are part of the game.
Okay.
Yes. You're disqualified from using them.
It sounds like this would make an excellent over-the-top style movie where we could actually have the heroin, duck, brick, nunchuck offs.
Well, in my fantasy, I'm actually directing a movie such as that. With all the same people from Rocky. Basically,
Burgess Meredith, I assume, will be CGI.
Likely. Basically, Drago, still played by Dolph Lundgren. He will be the Madman Brick, and Rocky will be the Cutter. And I don't want to spoil how the movie ends, but let me tell you something. Dolph's gonna win.
Do you remember the first X-rated Oscar movie?
No.
It was Midnight Cowboy.
That was X?
Yeah.
I've seen it like 5 times. That movie is like PG-13 by his standards.
I know, right?
It's like if I were rating that movie, I'd be like, all right, so he's about to beat up that guy and pay him for the blowjob.
I know, right?
I've been there. Been there, done that. It's always, I'll write you a check. And what are you going to put in the memo of that check? Huh? They ask questions. Alright, so I got this great new sitcom. And I think it's pretty brilliant. And so is anyone else who has ever heard it. Basically, it's 1948. And Hitler and Himmler have escaped to Brazil. And they decide to become roommates. And, you know, it's kind of Three's Company, basically. It's the same thing, you know, they got their little crap jobs. And Mr. Furleystein, he's always up in their grill like, you guys aren't Nazis, are you? And they're like, no, Mr. Furleystein. Now, Hitler's always, you know, plotting against him. And it's just pretty nutty. So I got this great idea for a sitcom. And mind you, it is a comedy. So this guy supposedly rapes this girl, you know, date rape, you know, soft rape. And rapes this girl one night. And she turns out to be a total coos. Her story doesn't exactly check out. So the judge sentences both of them to living alone together in his 100 square foot, stereotypically bad apartment, just the one solitary light bulb hanging in the middle of the floor ceiling, for 12 years, which is apparently legal. So sentences them to live together, and this show is called Waking Up to Rape. Because, see, they're stuck in the same room together. If he is a rapist, they'll find out. This judge is all about getting to the truth.
Oh, God.
I have this idea for a game show. It's called Shark Tank. We take 5 people who have business ideas, right? We just ignore the business ideas, drop them in a Shark Tank. Whoever lives the longest gets to move on to the lightning round. Now, I know what you're wondering. What is the lightning round?
Oh, wait, what is the lightning round?
Well, we wrap them in aluminum foil, put them out in the middle of a field during a lightning storm, and see who survives that.
Makes perfect sense. It's a lightning round.
Whoever survives that gets a brand new Prius.
Apparently, it's dressed like the other guy day today on Drunk Talk.
I'm going for David Duchovny with HIV.
You've lost an awful lot of weight. And when I say an awful lot, I'm thinking 300-400 pounds.
Dude, what else is a mindfuck? When someone with a really small dick starts raping your ear. That is my other idea for a television show. It's called Drunk Cab. It's similar to Cash Cab, except you get 37 cents per mile that you let an Armenian with a .30 blood alcohol content drive you.
Oh, dude,
to Vegas.
we would make it there and back, and I would be rich or dead.
And there's the lightning round, where you're forced to wear aluminum foil and go on to a...
You know, in Japan, they have all kinds of humiliating and painful variety shows to put people into excruciating situations and then see how they deal with it. Mine is anal umbrella insertion.
Now, on anal umbrella insertion, what exactly happens?
Let me explain the premise, because I know it's a little bit unclear.
Now, is the umbrella open?
I don't know, let me check.